now? Is this now?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Happy Saturday to everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. You know what I'm saying? The market has been hideous. I know that's not the best word, but we got to keep it 100. And I just want to say happy Saturday. I hope that everything has been going well for you guys. I know that seeing your portfolios has been a struggle, particularly mentally. Trust me, guys, I know. You feel me? I think I flung my phone across the room a couple times. But you know what, guys? God is good. God is good. God is good. You know what I'm saying? Because you woke up today. If you're watching the stream, that means that your eyesight, or listening to the stream, that means you can hear me, right? Hold on. Let me check the volume, man. That means that. Okay. I haven't been live in a while. I know a lot of people are wondering why. I've just been the Patreon. We just very active over there. So that's what I've been doing, right? So let's get straight into this, guys. But I want to say thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. I really appreciate that a lot. That means a lot to me. I know that there's a lot going on in the world right now. Inflation, politically, financially, spiritually, you know what I mean? And so we're going to talk about a lot of different things, right? Because that's what I do on my streams. But I want to say thank you for watching me. I know it's early Saturday, and I know I haven't been streaming a lot. And I've been making moves behind the scenes. And if you're on Patreon, you would know. Salute to the Patreon gang. I just interviewed Digital Asset News, and we're going to talk about that more here in a moment. I do want everybody to know the Trendsetter cryptocurrency course is on sale right now. Usually it runs for $500, but it's $99.99. It's the most economical course that you'll find. A lot of value. A lot of people have said that this has helped them understand crypto in a simplified manner, right? It's got over 21 videos, over 8 hours of content, how to research potential coins, the history of crypto, how to protect your coins against scams, how to set up limit orders, how to look at white paper, tokenomics. I've covered everything, guys, professionally filmed, edited, you know what I'm saying? So don't miss out on this because this is very, very important, okay? For those who are beginners in the game, it's $99.99. And here's the cool part about this course. You have lifetime access. You have lifetime membership. So what that means is you don't have to get it the 8 hours done in one shot. You can access this repeatedly. We've had people that have completed the course as fast as 3 days. Some people it's completed the course in 6 months. You work at your speed, right? So $99.99 is cheaper than the OnlyFans membership that you pay yearly. Let me stop. Now, for those of you who don't care about the beginner's course or you're already advanced, then get plugged into the Patreon. $5 gets you 90% of the content, plus my classic content, reaction videos, interviews that I did with various females. You guys know, for those who remember, I used to be like a capo in the manosphere back in the day, you know, but now I'm a footnote in the manosphere because I'm on this crypto, baby. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I made more money with crypto last year than I did in the manosphere, bro. That's facts. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just being honest. So, you know, I want to talk about different things. So, you know, I talk about my market sentiments. Also, I did an interview with Rob from Digital Asset News. God bless Rob, man, because of the fact that, you know, this guy has over 250,000 subs, bro. And he did the interview for the free. You can see Rob right here in his, you know, mini mansion in Puerto Rico, bro. So for those who are not plugged into the Patreon, I'm going to play a little bit of this. You know what I mean? I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to just play a little bit, you know. And yeah, let's get it popping. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Solo TV 84. Third time is the charm. You know, I've interviewed this gentleman for a while, but we've got a crypto legend in the building. Sir, go ahead and please introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Rob with Digital Asset News, and I try to take the top stories in crypto and bring them out in bite-sized pieces. So I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for having me on the show.
Awesome. And you know what, Rob? I appreciate you coming back on because we did a really great interview the last time around, and I forgot to record. So
it happens, right? That's why we do these things. So those first two times or the last time was just a test run. So now is the real deal.
Definitely. Now, Rob, as I mentioned before in the last interview, you know, I've been watching you for a year now. I like your approach regarding cryptocurrency. It's a very well thought out approach, and you're not a moon boy or a hype boy as they call it. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that because I try to do that, except for certain coins that I hype, but I'm not a show. I don't get paid. But the question for those, you know, my audience who may not know you, how did you get into cryptocurrency?
It's a funny story. So the history for me is it's military, 91 Bravo, which was a combat medic. I don't know what it's called now, and then got out and was in the healthcare industry for 20 years. And then, but during that time,
shout out to everybody, my military cats. You guys know I have so much respect for people in the military. As you guys know, I have a lot of family members that came from the military. I couldn't make it. I couldn't do the push-ups, but it's all good. I got crypto though. I got a lot of crypto. A lot of meme coins that ain't worth nothing right now. You feel me? Facts. But anyway, I just want to say shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, wait, Michael, what you got to say about me getting into all these meme coins?
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, man, listen, bro. We're going to talk about meme coins today, man. We're going to talk about Shiba. We're going to talk about Floki. We're going to talk about Baby Doge. But also, CR Frank, we're going to talk about the coins that matter. We're going to talk about XRP too. I mean, listen, guys. We're going to talk about the coins today, man. Like, facts. Like, we got a lot to talk about. Facts.
We got into, me and my wife, a lot of things about like real estate, short-term rentals, Amazon FBA businesses, and then sports facility, and like just random businesses and things like that. All my education platforms. But when we got into crypto, the main time was 2017. That's when I figured it out. I'm like, wow, this thing's really going high. I should get into it because I was all about, price appreciation and gains. I didn't really know the underlying technology, and that was the big thing. But the first time I was exposed to it was 2012. My son came home and he goes, hey, I got a great deal. And what it is a friend of mine at school, he's got 500 Bitcoin for $500, and that's a pretty good deal. And I was like, whoa.
Bro, when I heard that, bro, I started to cry inside. You know what I'm talking about? Imagine somebody coming up to you in 2004 or 5 telling you, hey, I've got 500 shares of Tesla stock for $500. Now, of course, this is 2022, right? So somebody came up to you and said, I've got 500 shares of Tesla stock for $500. You would buy it with no second thought. Now, imagine somebody told you in 2012, I'm going to give you 500 Bitcoin for $500. Guess what, guys? I'm going to be honest with you. I probably would have said no either. Right? It's funny because when we talk about Back to the Future, right? Marty McFly movie. Right now, crypto is one of these funny things that if you miss out on the opportunity, like you think you're late, price-wise, we're at the same price range we were at a year ago. So if you think you missed the boat, Bitcoin is at the same price range that we were a year ago. And I'm going to prove that to you guys in a moment. Because this is what's beautiful about crypto. If you feel like you miss out, you can always come back in. The problem is nobody wants to go in when it's low. Everybody wants to go in at the top. Make that make sense. TS quote, facts.
What is that? And when you first try to explain the Bitcoin to people, it's like, well, it's this thing, and it's not real, but it's going to be great, and it's decentralized. And like, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. So I was like, no, let's pass on that. So we passed on that. And before anybody says, oh, that's a shame, but you have to understand, even in 2017, when I was just getting in and I bought it, I still didn't understand how everything worked and what made Bitcoin and crypto and digital assets great. So I will guarantee you, even if I would have bought in 2012, as soon as those Bitcoin would have doubled or even tripled, I would have sold them all because I had no cognition about what it all was. So then fast forward to 2017, I actually started to figure out what was going on. And then I got into when Bitcoin was around $8,500, a little bit more than the $500 for Bitcoin. Then I bought it $8,500, $12,500, $17,500. I think right around $19,000, honestly. And then in about 6 weeks after that, everything crashed down and we went into a crypto winter. And
okay, so let's talk about that. Hit one in the chat if you bought Bitcoin when it was at 60,000 or higher. Hit one in the chat if that was like your first time getting into crypto. Hit one in the chat, right? And once again, to watch the full interview, just peep the Patreon, guys. It's $5 a month. Like I said, it's a lot of value. I think it's my Patreon, I've always said, is my best content, no cap. And also, I want to shout out a brother for buying the course. I'm not going to put you on blast, but your last name starts with a U. So shout out to you, bro, for hopping on, bro. And also anybody who gets the course, like I said, you can always reach out to me via email or, Patreon or Instagram, however you want to do it, okay? So guys, here's the thing, man. a lot of people got into crypto when at the all-time high in November. And I know you're hurting right now. You feel me? And I promise you guys this, just like Rob said in 2017, he got into crypto when it hit 20 grand. Look at where it's at right now. And I'm talking about Bitcoin primarily, right? So it's at $37,581. Today is what? January the 29th, right? Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you guys something. Because here we talk about opinions, but we also talk about facts, right? So if you go back to the 29th of last year, and I know people, oh, I can't see it so low. Okay, let me zoom in then. We're gonna zoom in all the way for you because I want people to see this. So that way people don't think I'm capping, right? If you zoom in on the 29th, do you see that? Bitcoin was $34,000, $34,000 and 166 cents. Right now it's at 37,000. So if you feel like, oh, I missed out, I missed the boat, you didn't miss the boat. And number two, there's this myth that keeps being spread, and we're going to address this more, that you have to buy a whole Bitcoin. I don't have $37,000. Cool. I don't have $37,000 either. I mean, not in fiat. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, guys, is that what goes up must come down, and what goes down will eventually go up. Not always, but with Bitcoin, it's been proven to be true, right? Now, here's the thing, guys. You look at this double top, right? Some people call it head and shoulders. I think we're going to go lower, right? Having confirmed with my TA guys, salute to them. You guys know the Trendsetter conglomerate. For those who are not aware, that's my Telegram group. To get access to it, you have to be a Patreon member. But I think it's going to go lower, right? C3 says everyone buys the top at least once, just learn from it. Yeah, I think it's going to go lower. Why do I think it's going to go lower? Because it's a bloodbath coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I've been dollar cost averaging. And by the way, this is not financial advice. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. And when I say dollar cost averaging, I'll talk about the coins that I've been buying. And I'm not saying you have to buy those coins. I'm not a shill. I don't get paid by any company or anything like that, right? I just look at the projects. I look at the tokenomics. I look at the utility, the team. I look at different things, right? The devs. So right now the market, and still a lot of these altcoins are up from a year ago. XRP a year ago was 42 or 48 cents, right? Let's take a look because we can always go back. That's the beautiful part. XRP was 28.8 cents a year ago. Now it's at 62 cents. So if you got in a year ago even, you're still up. Now, if you got in November, you're down. But once again, do not fret. I need people to understand this, that this is a long-term game. A long-term game, right? Now I'm a name drop. I got a name drop real quick, man. I hope he doesn't get mad at me for name dropping, but I got a name drop real quick. I was talking to Black Ram 313 on the phone yesterday. Salute to the OG Black Ram. You guys know he's the guy that gave me my first big interview on YouTube, right? The guy's a YouTube legend. He's been doing quality content. He's a trendsetter too in his own right. And Black Ram 313, one thing that I love about Ram is he always talks about crypto from a macro perspective. So what I mean by that is he talks about what cryptocurrency and blockchain can do in the long term. So we were talking about it, and he's like, right now, Solo, you do realize we're in a bear market, right? And I said, yeah, you could say that, because we've basically gone down 50% from the all-time high. So, you could say that. I'm not disagreeing. However, I'm still bullish. Let me clarify what I'm saying, because I know a lot of people might take what I say out of context. I think that the market, we're probably going to look at further downwards movement, but then you're going to see an uptrend. Now, I know that sounds like all the time. I mean, you're not saying anything new. But what I'm saying is, I think it's going to happen faster than people expect. I think that you have to, 2021, what 2021 taught me, and if you go back to my last PowerPoint presentation, which I posted on the 7th of January, if I'm not mistaken on the day, the crypto market in 2021 did not behave as the crypto market in 2017. There are a lot of differences. There's similarities, yes, of course, but a lot of differences, right? We didn't have a blow off top, but we had, two tops, right? So I think that a lot of people are underestimating it. Now, I do think we're going to go down further. And I know people don't want me to say that, but I do think that we're going to go down further. If we go down to 30,000, okay. Could we have a bear trap or a bull trap, excuse me, where we could go up to 40K and then retrace? Yeah, of course, right? But I think that if we get to 30,000, and then if we go below 30,000, then it's going to be a free fall. And once again, I'm not here to spread FUD. I'm telling you guys my honest opinion. I know people want me to come here and say, yeah, man, we're going to go to 100,000, bro. We're going to go to 100,000. We will go to 100,000 this year, but not right now. Okay? And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Solo, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. Go on my Patreon. Go on my Patreon and watch the videos that I've been making for the last 3 months. I called it that we would hit 35,000 3 months ago. And I've been saying that on Patreon on a weekly basis. And it happened. And I know people are wondering, why are you yelling? Because you guys don't hear me when I talk softly. You know what I'm saying? I want people to understand, like, I don't come on here just to say certain things. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. I'm going to take the L on my Shiba Inu prediction. We're going to talk about that. We got a lot to talk about. Now, let's talk about XRP. X marks the spot. There's a lot going on with XRP. So let's take a quick listen. And by the way, shout out to this British lady, bro. Like, whew, we need to do an interview. You know what I'm saying, Shorty? I'm just saying. Shout out to the British lady. Let's go.
Let's dive into the history of this, because it is kind of interesting. As we know, last year, actually it was 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple. It was worth $1.3 billion. They said you are using XRP tokens. These are an unlicensed digital security, etc. Now, if you go back to 2019, they led all these funding rounds. They got a bunch of firms like Tetragon, SBI Holdings, Route 66 Ventures to invest. Anyway, after this lawsuit hit, one of those companies, Tetragon, actually sued Ripple and said, we want to force a buyback. There's an obligation of a buyback clause, value of its undisclosed investment sum. They really fought them, but actually Ripple won at the time. And the courts decided in their favor that they did not have to force any sort of a buyback. Well, now fast forward, they are actually willingly wanting to buy back all of their Series C shares, which is a kind of an interesting move. And you have
so it's their Series C shares, right? And so here's the thing. So that's why, for people who are wondering, why did XRP pump a little bit yesterday? Well, now you know, right? And I want people to understand, Ripple and XRP. Ripple is the company, XRP is the token, right? So I want people to understand that. But XRP and Ripple, I mean, people still call XRP Ripple because that's what it used to go by. So, I want people to get the difference, though. That's important to me.
Brad Garlinghouse tweeting about this, saying even with 2021's headwinds, this was our best year on record. This $1 billion bank balance that we'll make it after this buyback makes it the strongest we've ever been. Just kind of an interesting turn of events there. You do have the Ripple XRP community also undergoing a lawsuit against the SEC at the moment, saying like you have really hurt our investment with your lawsuit. So like some really interesting things that.
And guys, I will say this, and I've said this before, and there's been technical analysis that backs up what I'm saying, right? But if the XRP SEC case were to end today, XRP would go to $10 within days. I'm talking about literally within 48 to 72 hours. And I don't think it'll end today. I'm just stating that as a hypothetical, right? But what I'm saying is when the case gets resolved, whether it's a settlement or XRP wins, and there's no doubt in my mind that XRP will either settle or win. I don't think it's going to be this month. I mean, it's what, the end of January. I don't think it'll be in February. It might not be in March. It might be April. That's what the rumor is, right? And I know what people are saying. Once again, let me take the L too, because I thought it would settle in September, then December. I said that. Okay. So guys, listen, I'm not one of these crypto YouTubers that when I make a wrong prediction, I'm going to ignore it. I don't do that, guys. But I think that hopefully within the next 2 to 4 months, let me say it like that, that we'll have a settlement or a resolution that'll be in XRP's favor. And make no mistake, there's a reason why I say X marks the spot. Now, I know people are wondering, when am I going to come out with the PowerPoint for XRP? Guys, one simply does not come out with a PowerPoint on XRP. When you come out talking about XRP, you got to make it a presentation. No, I don't want a presentation. I want a PowerPoint. Oh, you said X marks the spot. No, I need a PowerPoint. Beta. I say that respectfully. But one does not just come out with a PowerPoint on XRP. When you talk about XRP, you got to make it a presentation, bro. I'm talking about I got to take matrix clips, chop it up so I don't get caught. Well, I'll probably get copyrighted. I got to take clips from 2014. One doesn't just do a PowerPoint on XRP. But if you want a PowerPoint, I'll give you a PowerPoint. I don't, hey, it don't matter to me. But I want to give you guys the best information and also the best presentation, because 2022, I got to step my game up. I got to step my game up in 2022 because it's going to be a lot of things that are going to be happening in the market. So I got to step my game up.
Like this SEC lawsuit has created a catalyst effect for. So I'll throw this to the group. Jen, what's your take on all of this?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Ripple does in 2022, right? When a company buys back their shares, they want to see more financially attractive. That's one of the reasons you would do this. And in that tweet you referenced, Naomi, I think that part of the Twitter thread, they were talking about NFTs, CBDCs, sidechains. And so I wonder what they have in store for 2022. And I wonder how the regulators are going to react to them potentially expanding. So I am watching closely, but Will, I see you nodding away there. What did you take away?
A few takeaways. Interesting to see a positive.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Just kind of the ostracized coin at the party. No one really likes them that much these days. And seeing like a big valuation number, $15 billion, nothing to smirk at. And we can go either way on like opinions on coins, obviously. We'll just leave that aside. But I think it is interesting to see Brad Garlinghouse kind of rolling out a lot of the same comments that other tokens make about integrating things like CBDCs, NFTs, whatnot, kind of trailing what Ethereum has already done, just to put it bluntly.
I got to say this, man. The reason why XRP is so important is because XRP, see, and this is what I was telling the Ram yesterday. Even if we're in a bear market, right, which we are right now, I will concede that, right, and the numbers show that. So I'm not going to disagree with people who say that. But here's what I want people to think about. If the XRP case is settled, or if they win it, XRP is going to go on a tear. There's no, even technical analysis people agree with me on that. But make no mistake, whenever that case is settled or goes into XRP's favor in regards to them having a win, it'll help the market overall. You see, guys, this is one of the reasons why this whole 2021 and even 2022, the market has been weird. Altcoins didn't really run yet. Altcoins are exhausted. Typically, if Bitcoin goes on a blow off top, then it's altcoin season. So you're telling me that, okay, I know what people are going to say. Well, 2021 was altcoin season the whole year. Well, I mean, but I'm talking about the real altcoin season, where you look at your portfolio and you're up 30% every day, 50% every day. What we had last year was just, that wasn't no, I mean, there were some coins that did their thing. Axie Infinity did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Shiba Inu did its thing. Empire Token even did its thing for, a month. But I'm talking about the real altcoin season where it's like 50% every day. And you're running around your house screaming like a little 5-year-old. Did we have that? No, we didn't.
Seems to be the same kind of speak we see with a lot of these other altcoins who are trying to take Ethereum's second place seat. And then even from there, just looking at this valuation, $15 billion, being able to purchase back all that $200 million worth of shares that were outstanding. I mean, that's not crazy to me that they're able to do that because they do control the XRP token and they're able to print it when they want. So lots of questions for me about this whole thing. I'd love to get some more reporting around all of Ripple. Zach, I'll bump it up to you though.
Yeah, I think the valuation is the biggest question for me.
Okay, guys. So I'm not going to play the whole thing. So basically, Ripple buys their shares back. And so for those wondering why XRP went on a little pump today, that's why, right? And shout out to CR Frank with the 1999 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. This is very important, guys. I'm paying a lot of attention to XRP, and I know a lot of you guys are as well. Because, I've been talking about XRP for, 5 years now. So it's very important. And I think that XRP, when it's all said and done at the end of 2022, a lot of you guys are going to be happy. Now, with all this FUD going around, we have all this positive news, right? State senator introduces bill to make Bitcoin legal tender in Arizona. In the USA, not the USA, but Arizona, the state in the USA, right? The US Constitution doesn't allow individual states to create their own legal tender, however. Interesting. So a bill was introduced, right? The bill is called the SB 1341, introduced by Wendy Rogers, who's a Republican, seeks to amend the list of acceptable legal tender to include Bitcoin, which means the cryptocurrency would be accepted for the payment of debt, public charges, taxes, and other dues. Whether such law could go into effect is questionable, given that the U.S. Constitution doesn't allow individual states to create their own legal tender. The bill must pass Arizona State Senate and House before Governor Doug Ducey, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, a Republican, could sign it into law. Rogers, who took office in early 2021, is a controversial figure who has ties to the anti-government group Oath Keepers, and who praised conspiracy theory group QAnon. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. Now, this is awesome. Anybody in Arizona, let me know, because there are people in the government that recognize the value of Bitcoin, of cryptocurrency. They know where this is going. And quite frankly, America, we are behind. We are very, very behind, right? And make no mistake, guys, when you see, and I've made videos already showing this in the past, go through my catalog. When you see how inflation is going up, and now a pack of chicken is $16, bro, stop the cap, okay? Now let's talk about everybody's favorite coin on this channel, except for Perez's. Perez, I'm just joking. Satoshi. No, not Satoshi. Satoshi's the guy who's the CEO of Shiba Inu. Has a deal 98% locked that would break the internet. Now, guys, once again, I have to hold this L. I have to hold this L, guys. And I know a lot of people are like, damn, man, so why should I follow you? Every time you talk, it's an L. L stands for love, guys. We love our meme coins, man. That's what I'm saying. But no, in all honesty. So I made a video in December stating that Shiba Inu would 50x, right? And I'm starting to recognize now when I say something, I should just like not give a time frame. But Shiba Inu recently, they announced that they're coming out with Shiburse. You know what I'm saying? And so that is their entrance into the metaverse. Boss Don Dada says, ask Warren Buffett how many L's he took. Yeah, you know what? It's funny because one thing I recognize about YouTube content creators is I noticed that some of them, they don't want to take they don't want to admit that when they're wrong, right? I saw a big YouTuber say that Bitcoin would go to 100,000 in September back in August, and he was totally wrong, right? And he kind of like glossed over it, right? And he's a big YouTuber. I mean, he's got millions of subs, right? Let me say that Bitcoin will go to 100,000 in March, and it doesn't. Listen, my audience holds my feet to the fire, bro, and so we honest around here. But let's continue. And I say this humbly, guys, that Shiba Inu is going to have a big year. Because if you look at what SHIB is doing, the project with Shiburse and getting into the metaverse and things behind the scenes, Shiba is going to have a big year, I think. A lot was said during Shiba Inu's Discord Q&A session with investors. The lead developer of Shiba Inu, Satoshi Kusama, that's his pseudonym, not his real name, answered several questions, which include what the future holds of SHIB for SHIB. He also spoke about the latest McDonald's Dole SHIB Twitter trend and answered about a range of other issues. However, he revealed that a particular deal is 98% locked and the development will break the internet. Okay, so here's the screenshot. I'm not really going to read it. You guys can read it yourself. Now, there are rumors going around that the deal is that SHIB is going to burn 300 trillion tokens. I don't know about that. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to speculate. I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to wait. I do think that in 2022, you are gonna see the devs regarding Shiba Inu. They're gonna be aggressively burning tokens, I think. But with Shiburse coming out, and one analyst predicted that Shiba Inu's metaverse has a potential to be an $8 trillion economic valuation space. Yeah, guys, I was like, what? Say that again. 8 trillion, right? But once again, guys, we will wait and see. We will wait and see. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to speculate what is coming out, but I do know one thing for a fact, that SHIB is going to be coming out with aggressive burning strategies, and I got that from a very reliable source. But yeah, I mean, so stay tuned. We'll see. So some more Shiba Inu news. Over the past 2 days, Whales acquired 88 million worth of Shiba Inu. Okay, and that was in a 60-hour time frame, which is $1.6 million in fiat, right? But then this came out earlier today that 9 billion SHIB acquired by Whales as price goes up. See, guys, even when the market is down, what do you think the whales are doing? Yeah, they're selling, no doubt, but whales are also buying. And this is one of the reasons why it's important to look at on-chain analysis or look at the Ether scans or BSC scans, whatever scans you prefer. that while people are selling, there are people buying, and they're buying SHIB at a large quantity, right? And here you can see the ether scan right there. It shows the value right here. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy, right? And so me personally, when I look at this, I'm just sitting back and I'm thinking, okay, something is going to happen. Now, it may not happen overnight. It may not happen in a day next week, or it may not even happen in a month. But something is bound to happen. Now, let's continue quickly here with the meme coin segment, and then we'll go over to the main topic. Baby Doge coin price prediction, new listing to trigger a price surge. Now, for those who are not aware, I talked about Baby Doge a few times. I originally got into Baby Doge back in July. Now, this is one of the coins I have been dollar cost averaging. I purchased a little bit of more Baby Doge, right? And so Baby Doge, there's rumors coming out. I don't know, maybe it's confirmed. I'm not sure, but I got to say this, that they're going to be listed on Binance. And Baby Doge, they have great marketing as well. And on top of, so basically they're riding on the Dogecoin wave. But one thing that's different about Baby Doge compared to Doge is you earn reflections for hodling, right? So I purchased a bit more Baby Doge. So that's a Baby Doge update that, you know, Baby Doge has done very well in January, even though a lot of the market has been going down, right? Now, real quickly, Floki, I got into Floki in July or August, I think. I didn't put much. Listen, I'm going to be real, man. I bought like $50 worth of Floki, bro. Like, I can tell you guys that, you know, and real talk, I haven't really kept up with Floki, but Floki hasn't really done very well. And as you guys can see in the chart here, Floki is, right? But Floki has been getting a lot of attention. Recently, they had a partnership with the Indian Super League's Kerala Blasters. I don't even know what that is, bro. Hold on, let me Google. Does anybody know what the Indian League Blasters are? Is that like the cricket team? I don't know what that is, man. Let me Google that real quick, bro. Oh, it's a football club, soccer club. Okay. So they got a deal with a soccer club in India. Okay. Now, salute to all the people that are footballers. You know, they call soccer everywhere in the world, soccer is called football, which makes sense because you use your foot to hit the ball. Except in America, we call it soccer, right? And we call football, which you use your hands. I mean, football should be called handball, but I get it why they don't call it handball. It kind of sounds lame, you know? And so with Floki right now, and once again, but you know what? When I look at a coin like Floki right now, for example, and I'm not here to shill Floki. Right now, when you look at a lot of these coins, and by the way, I didn't buy more Floki. I haven't bought, like I said, any Floki since my initial $50 purchase back in August or what have you. But a lot of these coins right now, you can get into them at a great price, right? And so while this is loading, you know, I finally bought some Chiba. Well, welcome to the dog club. Welcome, welcome. You know. Steven says, it's an Ishcoin extravaganza. Yeah, you know what? I got to listen. Now, guess what? Floki did a little pump. Okay? But real talk, I don't even, in the last 24 hours, I don't even look at my Floki anymore. I mean, like I said, my purchase on Floki. So look at this. Guys, whenever you see a red candle like that's a flash crash, bro. That is crazy. Look at that candle, bro. Somebody just, a whale just got ticked off and just sold. This is a flash crash. Now, if this were to go in the opposite direction, that would be a flash spike, right? Okay, guys. So let's get back into the main topic here, right? White House to enter crypto regulation fray. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this. Oh, by the way, guys, I am also working on a PowerPoint presentation. I know a lot of you guys, my veterans, for those who don't care about meme coins, I'm working on a layer 1 and 2 PowerPoint presentation. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's hard to do PowerPoints if the prices keep dropping. Because by the time I make the PowerPoint, the price is outdated. So, but it's coming soon, guys. I'm hoping probably the first week of February. First week of February, I'll have that PowerPoint presentation because the layer 1s, guys, that's where the real bread is at. Layer 1s and layer 2s, man. Facts.
Well, it's not just stocks that rally back this afternoon. Bitcoin prices are back above $37,000 after falling below $34,000 for the first time since July earlier today. Our next guest joins us to break this down. Noel Atchison is Genesis Trading Head of Market Insights and joins us now. Noel, you pointed out that Bitcoin's 30-day correlation with the S&P 500 has continued to increase and just recently reached the highest level since July 2020, whereas Bitcoin's correlation with gold is now only about 15%. For investors, what does this mean in terms of how to use Bitcoin in a portfolio and balance out risks from other investments?
So, in other words, what she's saying is, I thought Bitcoin is supposed to be used as a hedge, but it's not outperforming the stocks right now, gold right now. So what does that mean, right? Okay, so let's see how Noel answers this.
That's a really good question, Emily, and hi, great to be with you. I do have to say that everything I say is my opinion, not that of my employers, and of course, as usual, nothing I say is investment advice. But that question, Emily, the difference between the correlation with Bitcoin with the S&P 500 and the correlation with gold, when Bitcoin is supposed to be digital gold, comes to the very crux of what we're seeing in the market. We're seeing two very different Bitcoin worlds. The price moves that we've been seeing over the past few weeks are macro-driven. Investors are treating Bitcoin as a risk asset. But here's the thing, all of the selling, or most of the selling, is coming from short-term holders. In other words, traders, short-term retail, perhaps, that don't have a high...
Exactly. So that's what people don't understand. So when people are saying, well, I thought Bitcoin wasn't correlated to the stock market, but you have a lot of people in the stock market that are trying to short Bitcoin or long it and day traded, what have you, right? So what happens is when the stock market goes down, then they pull money out of Bitcoin or crypto to kind of like cover their shorts or losses. And then what happens is, I mean, you know, to put that in layman terms.
Conviction, but also macro investors that are treating Bitcoin as a risk asset, other cryptocurrencies as well. Therefore, it behaves like one when they are running to safety. This does not take away from the fact that there's still a lot of accumulation going on. Long-term holders have been accumulating Bitcoin steadily for months now. 75% of Bitcoin is held in what are known as illiquid addresses. The amount of Bitcoin that hasn't moved in over a year is almost 60%. And those are the holders, the majority of...
Right. And here's the thing, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I know that you guys have heard me say diamond hands, right? But listen, if you need to take profit, I'm not mad at you for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Mr. Frank with the $10 Cash App. God bless you, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not Shira 7, but sprinkle, brother. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing you hear, you know, so that's one of the things, you know, my motto, and this is not financial advice, has always been buy low, sell high, right? So if you were up from 2017, when you got in that 20K, 37K, you're up. So if you're taking profits, I'm not mad at that. Now, if you bought at 69K and you're selling, let's continue.
Bitcoin out there belongs to holders who do see Bitcoin as a longer-term store of value, who do see it as digital gold, only that's not what is moving the price, therefore that's not what we see in the correlation.
So as we catch our breath and we try to slow down to see what's actually happening here, you pointed out that there's a metric that those in the crypto world would probably understand very well, but help us who aren't necessarily, at your level, understand what spend output profit ratio means when it comes to Bitcoin in particular.
I love this number because I'm a total nerd, and the fact that we get to see data on chain in a transparent.
She says she's a total nerd. I'm sorry, I just had to laugh at that. I mean, okay. Well, I mean, I hope she's getting enough sunlight. Anyway, let's keep going.
Fashion that gives us deep insight into investor sentiment and behavior. This is something that investors in traditional assets, when they understand this, and we really can see their heads explode. SOPR, that you're asking about, Adam, is a metric that tells us whether investors are selling at a profit or at a loss. And this is very exciting, it can be split into long-term holders and short-term holders. Long-term holders, when they're selling at a profit. Short-term holders, no surprise, they are selling at a loss. And the loss at which they are willing to sell is increasing. This is a signal of what you call capitulation, which is also a sign that support is on its way.
I wonder, as we take a look at Bitcoin prices.
And I have to say that she does a very great job of explaining this. So I don't really have anything to add to that point. I do agree. I will say that. Now let's continue playing this.
Today, as I was mentioning in my intro, they are up during the afternoon trading, but they are still down by essentially half from their November highs. I'm wondering, what does sentiment actually look like among traders right now? And what do you think that indicates about the near-term price action we should be expecting?
That's a very good question. It's any kind of rally will take it. Let's face it, this relief rally that we're getting is indeed very good news. But stepping back a bit, too soon to tell. We could see the short-term sellers that I was just referring to take this brief rally as a sign, yay, now I can get out of even more at a slightly higher price had I continued to sell lower. It could be the turnaround. I have mentioned also that support has been building. But to be honest, as long as there is so much uncertainty overhang in the market, and as long as markets generally are waiting to see what comes out of the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, as well as what's going to happen to inflation, not to mention economic growth in the leading economies, I think we're in for some choppy times.
Why would those long-term holders who are sitting on their crypto assets not have taken what we witnessed, because it's always trading, taken advantage of the lows we saw? Wasn't this an ideal time to jump in, especially if you're a long-term player in this?
I mean, this guy acts like he's asking this crazy question. Why aren't long-term holders buying more crypto? Who said they aren't? And who says that long-term holders aren't waiting for a further dip? This is guys. This is why I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, I've been dollar cost averaging DCA, right? So what that means is, whenever I get a paycheck, let's say I get $1,000 paycheck. Okay, I take 10% of that $1,000, which is $100, and then you purchase Bitcoin. I'm just using that as an example, right? So you can also dollar cost average on a monthly basis or daily basis, right? So for example, Shiba Inu the other day hit the 20 marker. So I just put a little bit of money down. I bought like 2 million SHIBs, which was like $50, 2.3 million, right? Not a lot. But when I see Shiba Inu at that 20 marker, 21 marker, yeah, man. And here's the thing, and this is another thing. People think, oh man, you only bought 2 million SHIBs, bro. I put 10,000 down, bro, and I got 400 million, bro. Great. Then do me a favor. Let Tasha K know, so that when Tasha K needs to pay off Cardi B, have her set a limit order sale when SHIB hits a penny, so that way she can give Cardi B her money back, the 4 million that she owes Cardi B. Facts. Okay, let's keep going.
We're seeing that. We are seeing long-term holders, according to the on-chain data, continue their accumulation. There was a very, very slight dip over the weekend, but minuscule. We're seeing long-term holding continue. It's been increasing steadily for the past few months, and this does signal conviction from those that fully understand.
And here's the thing for guys, if you don't have money to buy right now, don't feel ashamed or bad, right? I think that, like I said, and I must say it again, and I'll say this publicly, I think it's going to go lower. If we go below 30K, brace yourself. Brace yourself. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a great buying opportunity, guys, right? But at the end of the day, the worst mistake you can do is if you got in crypto when it was at 60,000 or 50,000 and you're selling off now, you're making a mistake. I mean, not financial advice, just my opinion. Facts.
And the potential.
What catalyst do you think Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency investors should really be looking for this year? Because it seems like some of the known unknowns, at least, are coming from Fed policy, coming from regulation, coming from potentially geopolitical and other regulatory risks outside of the US. Where are you seeing some of the catalysts that investors should be watching?
Well, aside from what all investors in all types of assets are waiting for, crypto-specific catalysts, I would say, would be greater regulatory certainty. Regulatory uncertainty is often cited by institutions as one of the biggest barriers to more investment from them at the moment. So anything that points to great.
So in other words, what she's saying is because there's no regulation, meaning there are no rules in place for crypto, a lot of big companies are on the sideline. But make no mistake, guys, I think that there are a lot of big companies already in crypto. They're just not publicly announcing it. So they may not be in crypto necessarily as a company, but let me make an example, take an example, like Jeff Bezos. Amazon might not be in crypto, right? Because if they did, they would have to show it on their balance sheet. And if I'm wrong, somebody correct me on that. But if Jeff Bezos invested in Bitcoin or crypto as an individual, on his own private time, he doesn't have to make that public, right? Now, there's regulation FUD coming out that Sleepy Joe, and you guys know I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican. I think I'm a libertarian now, guys, but who knows? Let me just stop before I offend some of these Democrats in here and Republicans here, right? Listen, I'm Team God. How about that? Facts. Okay. So, guys, back on topic. So regulation is something that is inevitable, unfortunately. However, what I'm hearing is that the regulation right now that is coming out is going to be based on where certain government sectors would have to do like a data sheet, give the White House a data sheet on Bitcoin, meaning that this regulation is not necessarily focused in regards to policing you. And it kind of makes sense to me. Why? Because think about it. Right now, if the Democrats right now, they're not doing too hot. Sleepy Joe is sleeping in every damn meeting, every damn conference you see him, he's sleeping, or the mic is on and he's saying stuff he's not supposed to say. Right now, Democrats, the midterm elections are coming up. They don't want to really rock the waves like that. So I do think that regulation in terms of you as an investor, meaning that an exchanges where you have to KYC, which you already have to on Coinbase and Qcoin, among some other ones, KYC, know your customer. I think that's going to be mandatory at the end of the year or by the end of the year, right? I also think that, and this is my opinion, this is just me theorizing, guys, and you can do that in the chat as well. I also think that part of regulation that'll come in the future is that anybody that wants to sell cryptocurrency to the US customers, you have to be a docs team. And I do agree with that, meaning because right now there's so many meme coins and ish coins and different types of coins coming out, and people are getting rug pulled. You guys know my cousin E. Shout out to him. He's probably watching from the clouds. He gets into these new projects, right? Like literally, he goes on Crypto Moonshot Reddit. And guys, don't go on Crypto Moonshot Reddit. I know somebody's going to do it anyway. And they come out with, yeah, man, new coin coming out, bro. It's only got 10,000 hodlers, bro. It's going to moon, bro. And he gets into these projects, right? And he ends up getting like rug pulled at minimum twice a week, because a lot of these projects coming out are scammers who are just looking to rug pull, and there's no oversight on these projects. Now, regulation, exactly, we are not, isn't necessary evil, because what that's going to do is it's going to protect you, the retailer. You know, and this is one of the reasons why if somebody's new in crypto and they ask me what projects should I look at, I always tell them, well, you can't go wrong with Bitcoin and Ethereum, or look at the top 30 projects that are listed on livecoinwatch.com. The reason I do that is very simple, because a lot of people who are new to the market, they're not going to understand the nuances that entail crypto. That's one of the reasons why it's important for you guys who are beginners to get that Trendsetter cryptocurrency course, beginners courses, because it'll help you understand the basics. So that way, when you get to the nuances, it'll make a lot more sense, because I give you the tools to be able to evaluate coins like that. Now, remember, I was looking at that Kiko coin last week. What happened to that coin, guys? Exactly. It dumped. Facts. I'm sorry, Bree, but I got to call it out. I'm so glad I didn't FOMO into it. Woo! Feel me? And by the way, guys, I will tell you guys my last investment that I made, because that's what I'm doing now on Patreon, right? I want to keep track of investments that I make, so that way I can see if I really know what the hell I'm doing or not. And then at the end of the year, guys, we can go over my investments to see where I did well or not. And I'll make that public. But Patreon, for sure, people in Patreon know which plays I'm going into. And when I say plays, I'm talking about new plays, right? Not plays that I'm topping up on. Pause. I mean, yo, son, hold on. I got to give myself the Shaq face, bro. I gotta pause, bro. Pause. What I mean by that, I'm talking about when I'm, filling my bags with coins that I'm already in. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like new projects that I'm getting into. Shout out to Harold Jackson. He says, I'm holding my long plays and short play. I yield farm with stable coins. I'm getting 50 cents to 0.50, excuse me, to 2% a day. So for my gains, I will use others. Okay, awesome. Hey, Harold, let me know which platform you're using to yield farm, bro, because that's another topic that I'll be talking about, is yield farming and DAOs. But I'm staying away from that right now, because to me, if you're talking about yield farming and DAOs, that lets me know you're advanced. That's an advanced topic, right? And that's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, my goal right now is for people just to understand the basics, because I still talk to people that think crypto is a scam. So and I'm not going to go back and forth with people. I've already made videos explaining multiple times why it's not a scam. But before I get into DAOs and yield farming, which I'll get into, I promise you that, we need to cover the basics. So let's get into that, because guys, the learning curve for crypto is not. There's a learning curve, guys. One does not just get into yield farming and DAOs overnight. You know what I mean? So I was talking to a YouTuber, salute to him, not BlackRam313. This is a different YouTuber. And he says, bro, I watch your crypto streams. And bro, like, you know what you're talking about. You have some great information, but I don't know what the heck you're talking about, bro. And I thought about it. I'm like, and here's the thing, guys. I'm not even the most, like, when it comes to crypto, I'm not the most knowledgeable or smartest or the most articulate. And but what I'm doing, guys, is very simple. I'm trying to break it down so that you, as a viewer, could explain it to a fifth grader. And guess what, guys? To me, there's no excuse. I know fifth graders that understand crypto better than grown-ass adults. Right? Remember when Rob was telling the story about his son going up to him in 2012 saying, hey, this guy wants to sell me $500 worth of Bitcoin, which is, 500 Bitcoins, right? Cryptocurrency, for some people, it's not easy to understand because it's not easy to explain sometimes. So for me, I like to keep it simple. It's what is Bitcoin? What is Ethereum? It's digital currency that you can use as a store of value. It's digital currency that you can use as a form of payment, right? It's a digital currency, especially Bitcoin, that you can use as a hedge against inflation in the stock market in the US dollar, right? I like to keep it very simple. But then I realize a lot of people, Perez or Floyd, what up, Floyd? I see you. NC Worker, I see you. CR Frank, I see you. A lot of people don't understand how money works. That is scary. And I made a live stream last year breaking down the history of money, guys. Hit one if you remember that live stream where I was talking about, it's probably the best live stream I ever did. I might have to re-upload it. It's called the Crypto Utility live stream, where I was breaking down the history of money from like the ancient Chinese, right? All the way up to today, the history of money. It was probably the best live stream I ever did, guys. No jokes, no random rants. It was just me giving straight facts. Man, I was in rare form that day. I was like Kobe in his last game, going for 60.
Greater regulatory certainty, such as the rumors of an executive order that might be coming down from the president's office over the next few days, could, again, we don't know what it's going to contain, but if it points towards greater regulatory clarity over this year from the various agencies, then that could be taken as very good news for the crypto ecosystem overall.
Okay, guys, I'm going to rewind this back because I think this is important. I want people to catch this. Well, let me wind this back a little bit. And guys, please hit the like button, guys. Likes are free. You know what I'm saying? Please hit the like button, guys. Likes are free, man. You know what I mean? If I was talking about Tasha K and Cardi B or about OnlyFans busting it wide open, you guys would hit the like button, right? But I'm actually giving you information that could help you. So please hit the like. Thank you.
To more investment from the moment. So anything that points to greater regulatory certainty, such as the rumors of an executive order that might be coming down from the president's office over the next few days, could, again, we don't know what it's going to contain, but if it points towards greater regulatory clarity over this year from the various agencies, then that could be taken as very good news for the crypto ecosystem overall.
Okay, and I do want to say this. So now that and I love the way Noelle breaks it down, right? I can tell she's a nerd. She's a very smart lady. I could see myself talking to her about crypto because you know what, guys? And I'm not here trying to be thirsty, but there's nothing sexier to me than a woman who understands crypto. I realize now, listen, guys, and I'm not trying to deviate, but I realize now, them Bernices and Nicoles, they look pretty. They're pretty to look at, but when you talk to them, they're dumb. Nothing sexier than a woman who understands crypto to me, man. Facts, right? And so the reality is this. Because of this Sleepy Joe executive order that's coming out next week, and there's a lot of people think that'll be on the 2nd, right? The 2nd is a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. The 2nd or the 4th, which the 4th is a Friday, that's going to tank the market because there's going to be a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt. You know what I mean? And so that's just the reality. So my thing is this. I'm not buying any crypto right now until after I see what happens with that. Why? Because if crypto is going to drop more, what it doesn't make sense. So I'd rather wait a week to see what happens to the market to see if it tanks more. So that way I can get cryptos at a cheaper price, right? Now, if I'm wrong and we go up to 40,000, 42,000, because, you know, right now it looks like we're about to approach 38,000. I still think we might drop off a bit because anytime the R word comes, and I'm talking about regulation, you know, it causes a bit of fear. But I do agree with Noelle that in the long term, if it's done properly, regulation is a necessary evil. Shout out to We Are Night, like We Are Night says, right? Because why? It's going to bring in more institutional money into the space. Very simple. Very, very simple, guys. What that means, Solo, what that means is Amazon might come in. Walmart already said they coming in. Facts. You telling me you wouldn't be happy if Amazon came in? Come on, bro. Stop the cap. John Thomas, thank you for the super chat. He says, I got lucky on a meme coin with some utility, RBIF or RBIF, $400 investment on January the 1st has 5x in value so far, but these coins on Uniswap are a gamble. Bro, how did you hear about that coin? RBIF? Yeah, there are a lot of coins coming out. There are a lot of meme coins coming out, guys, that you can still hit a lick on. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Right now, I'm not investing. The only coins that I'm investing in is projects that I've already purchased. So, you know, I'm trying to get more Ethereum, right? I'm looking at Ethereum. I'm looking at XRP for sure, XDC, XLM. I'm looking at projects that I'm already in, but bro, you flip 400 to $2,000, bro. I hope you took out your initial investment, bro. I mean, not financial advice, but you guys know me, man. As soon as a coin 2x's, I take out my initial investment. Listen, when we're in a market like this, bro, I'm happy with the 2x. I'll take out my initial investment. That's what I did with Nino, right? Remember, guys, I made a video talking about Nino token, and I posted that publicly. And I know my Patreon cats were mad at me for that. They're like, you should have posted on Patreon first. I talked about Nino when it was going on to 15 cents, then it shot up to 33 cents. Luckily, I took profits at 31 cents. I took out my initial investment. Now it's down to 12 cents again. Now I'm hoping that if there is a crash next week, that might push Nino down. I'm hoping that it'll go down to like 5 cents, and then I might top off on that again.
Last thought on all of this, when we look at crypto, there are more affordable, like Solana, crypto assets that we could be purchasing, and yet all the attention is Bitcoin. That didn't turn around today. Solana is trading down right now. Any explanation for those of us who don't have quite the cash to go buy a 30?
This guy is mad. His Solana, he mad. He bought some Solana and it went down. He mad. I'm sorry. Guys, listen. Listen, guys, I got to keep it real with you, man. Solana is you know what? It's a venture capitalist token, bro. I leave it at that, right? Oh, Solo, but I made money. Yeah, I know. Shout out to my homie. You know who you are, man. Shout out to KN. That's my homie, man. He made a lot of money off of Solana. But if I'm looking at getting into like a layer 1, bro, or even a layer, bro, listen, I'm looking at like Matic. That's a layer 2, right? Bro, if Matic goes down to $1 next week, I'm copping. Then you got like Near Protocol. That's a layer 1, if I'm not mistaken, right? But guys, mess all that. Algorand and H-bar, bro. H-bar, oh my God. So many brothers are going to be so happy with H-bar in a year from now. H-bar, bro, I'm waiting for H-bar to go down to 15 cents, and I'm buying everything, bro. H-bar, man. That's my, H-bar, man. Not financial advice. Do your own research, bro.
$36,000 Bitcoin, but want to look at those more affordable assets.
I love that question. It speaks to one of the biggest differences, Adam, that we're seeing in the market between now and last time we had a 50% drawdown from all-time highs, and that is the diversity of the market. Now, sure, they're more affordable, but in the end, you know, it's not necessarily what you buy, it's what you pay. There's a different fundamentals. All of the different assets that you see in the top 20 of the market cap rankings now have different fundamentals, different use cases.
Oh my God, Solana took a nasty dip this month, bro. Yeesh. Solana dipped 50%, bro. Yeah, you know, and listen, guys, I'm not saying Solana is a bad project. Because, you know, Solana is dealing, you know, it's a blockchain that'll give Ethereum a run for its money. I don't think Solana will flip Ethereum, not in a million years. But Solana virtually has no gas fees, if I'm not mistaken, or the fees are very low. Solana is also a blockchain that a lot of these metaverse tokens are using, right? So I think Solana's a good project, but golly, Solana took a nasty dip this month. Ooh. I mean, Solana was like, man, that's a nasty dip. Man, you know, so I'm not saying Solana is a bad project. I'm just saying that I think maybe if you wait a week or two, you might be able to get Solana for an even better price than that price that you're looking at right now. Now, I'm currently looking at Solana. It's 94.76. Somebody asked me, Solo, why didn't you talk about Solana? When did you know about? I knew about Solana when it was $40, and I thought I was too late. Right? If Solana were to go down to $40 again, I would probably go in. But you know, there's so many other projects, guys, that I'm bullish on. I think Solana could definitely hit its all-time high again of what was the all-time high? 259. But yeah, I'm man, Solana. And you know what? A lot of projects took a nasty tumble, and we'll talk about that more in a second.
Different technologies, even 2 years ago, 4 years ago, last time we were in a bear market, there was Bitcoin, and if you felt really daring, then perhaps Ethereum. That's not the case anymore. Now the market is diverse. That in itself gives it a certain degree of resilience, a large degree of resilience, really, and also makes it a much more interesting proposition for any type of investor to find a thesis that he or she identifies with, and then invest in the new technology that the tokens in this industry represent. So why is Bitcoin outperforming?
I love what Noelle is saying. I love what she's saying, guys. And this is what I want people to understand is it's not about just the price. Yes, I get it. The price is important. You want to get into a project that's going to make you money. But if you don't understand what you're buying, the tech behind it, then what you in it for? And this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is why are you getting into a project? Yeah, but Solo, you got into Shiba Inu. And yeah, I got into SHIB because I realized when I got into SHIB last April, I realized that, hey, you know what? The average retailer does not give a about utility. And I get it. And that's why meme tokens, I think, are always going to be around because a lot of people don't really care about utility. You talk to somebody, oh, it's a deflationary coin. Yeah, it's so many deflationary coins out there now, right? There's so many deflationary coins right now, so many rebates token out there right now, so many tokens where you can earn, BNB back or ETH. Now the new wave is coins where you can earn ETH rewards, right? I get it, but the coins, guys, in the long term, which I want you to understand, are the coins that are going to have real world utility. Now, I'm not taking away from meme tokens, guys, because you guys know I'm invested in a lot. I just mentioned a moment ago I was invested in Shiba Inu. That's not a secret. I've been talking about Shiba since last year. That's facts. I'm invested in Baby Doge. I think that there is listen, and this is another thing. I get it. People are going to put certain people are going to look at utility in regards to what they deem as value. I get it. But here's the thing, guys. In 2022, after March, the focus, we're going to be focusing on big money tokens. We're not talking about no small money. I'm talking about like boom, because there's a lot of people making a lot of bread, even right now. Shout out to John Thomas, man. Moderators, please post my Cash App. Thank you. Harold Jackson says, I'm not an expert, but I studied a lot when I was fighting cancer. Charge DeFi, the stable coins, and Qcoin. I lend off Tether at 2% a day. Matic staking. Okay, dope. Shout out to you, Harold Jackson. Yeah, you know what? I actually lend my Zilliqa on Qcoin. That's another coin that I haven't talked to. Guys, I'm in so many different coins. It's like if we might have to make I don't know, if you want me to do a video on the different coins that I'm in and why, hit one. Because I did a portfolio reveal last year, I think. Yeah, it was last year or 2020 of the coins that I'm in. But now in 2022, I'm in so many different coins. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of ways to make money. Like shout out to Harold Jackson. He's yield farming. He's doing the DeFi thing. He's also doing staking. You know, I stake my ADA, Cardano. You can stake that too. So there's different plays. Plus, I'm doing airdrops. Guys, the airdrop game. Who got into the Sologenic airdrop? Let me know. That was a nice drop. Even though Sologenic crashed, but on the Patreon, we knew that would happen. Airdrops too. On the XRP Ledger, Yumi wallet. Man, come on, guys. Stop the cap.
Resilience, really, and also makes it a much more interesting proposition for any type of investor to find a thesis that he or she identifies with and then invest in the new technology that the tokens in this industry represent. So why is Bitcoin outperforming some of the smaller cap stocks? Because it is more liquid, in my opinion. It is easier to get in and out of. That's why it tends to fall by less when things are falling, tends to rise by more when things are rising, but that can turn very fast. The smaller assets, they are more volatile. They tend to move more sharply in either direction. But meanwhile, we have a lot of growth, a lot of fundamentals, revenue even, and total value locked on smart contracts in some of these blockchains that are changing the whole valuation proposition of this industry.
Damn. Okay. Good job, Noelle. Very well done. She did a great job, guys. So, guys, let me know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this regulation is going to be a problem or not? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys. So the latest project I got into, not financial advice, is Polyswarm, right? And anybody who's in the Telegram group, you guys know why I'm salty, right? And I'll explain here. So I heard about Polyswarm. Well, first, let me explain what this is. By the way, I'm on CoinMarketCap, right? So Polyswarm is basically a cybersecurity company that helps users, enterprises, and corporate security teams detect and gather intelligence on new and emerging malware. Polyswarm crowdsources competing security software from antivirus companies and specialized security experts to expand large enterprises' coverage and protections against cyber threats. So basically, Polyswarm, what they do is they protect against malware, you know, viruses and whatnot. They deal with enterprises, but they crowdsource different antivirus software, which is dope. And I think that's very important. Why? Because as you guys know, hacks have been happening more and more. When you talk about the fraud economy, right? When we talk about fraud economy, we talk about hacks. We talking about, you know, people that are getting frauded with crypto and stuff like that. It's $1 trillion a year economy, right? In the crypto space. Well, I don't know if it's $1 trillion economy in the crypto space. I know worldwide the fraud economy is $5 trillion. That's a fact. But in the crypto space, it's definitely billions of dollars, right? So I got into Poly when it was, well, I didn't get into it, but at the time, but I knew about it when it was 9 cents. And I posted it in the crypto group. And, you know, I was like, I'll wait for a dip. Then, guys, it shot all the way up to like, hold on, 17 cents. Or was it 13 cents? But it shot all the way up. Yeah, to 16 cents, like right there. 16 cents, right? Hold on, I got to get the angle right. 1 second here. But all the way, it shot all the way up to 16 cents, guys. I was salty, but I'm glad that I healed off, because one lesson that I've learned is stop going into coins at the top, especially now because of the fact that a lot of coins are shaky because there's no liquidity really in the markets. So what that means is a lot of people now are very conservative with their investments, and so am I. I'm not getting into meme coins right now, or gamified coins even. I mean, I'll get into Gala Games if it hits, 10 cents or lower. But I'm very, very tactical now with my investments. So what I mean by that is I'm very conservative. And shout out to Nicholas Mills. He says, I got into Poly and in ICO 2018, made a 10x return. Hey, bro, let me know if you're still in it, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, so I got into this project initially when it was I got in at, hold on, let me pull up my form here. Let me pull this up. So I got into it when it was a few days ago, when it was 5.5 cents. And then I bought more 2 days ago when it was 4.82 cents. Once again, guys, I'm keeping track of all my new investments that I'm in because I want to see if I'm doing well or not. So right now in 2022, right, I've gotten into 2 new projects. No, four of them. 2 of them are doing well. The other 2 are doing trash, right? So MetaDoge, I talked about that project before it pumped on Patreon. Then it dumped. Then it pumped again. Then it dumped. Then I bought MetaDoge now that it's at the bottom. I bought that like 2 weeks ago. It hasn't risen yet. And then my first new project that I got into was Sun Token, which deals with Tron. I got into it because of some intel, and that ain't done nothing. So right now I'm 2 for 4 with my investments in 2022. Okay. Now, obviously, with Polyshwarm, I haven't taken any profits yet. But I am up 25%, which is dope. Okay. So salute to everybody who got into Poly on my Telegram group and Patreon as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this year right now, I'm 2 for 4. So I'm shooting better than Ben Simmons right now. Shout out to now, final news. Everybody's favorite basketball player, except for me, Michael Jordan is number 1. I said it. LeBron James teams up with Crypto.com to bring digital education to students. Okay. Now, for those who don't know, LeBron James is a NBA basketball player who's regarded as the best basketball player right now in the world. Some delusional people think he's better than Michael Jordan. And I already made a video 4 years ago explaining to you guys why you're delusional. Or was it 5? It was 5 years ago, right? 5 years ago. I broke it down, right? But pettiness aside, part of the program involves teaching blockchain technology to inner city school children. I want to ensure that communities like the one I came from are not left behind. James said, blockchain technology is revolutionizing our economy, sports, and entertainment, the art world, and how we engage with one another. James' hometown, Akron Beacon Journal says, students in the I Promise program will learn about blockchain technology-related career fields from experts provided by Crypto.com. Crypto.com, of course, purchased the naming rights to the Staples Center, home to James's Los Angeles Lakers, for a reported $700 million. The venue is now called Crypto.com. Many sports stars such as Steph Curry and Tom Brady have entered sponsorship deals with crypto firms, but the partnership is believed to be James' first major deal with a crypto company. Okay? Now I'm reporting this to you guys who don't, for all you guys, oh, crypto, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you capping. LeBron James knows what I'm talking about. That's facts. LeBron James knows what I'm talking about. He said it right there. Blockchain technology is revolutionizing our economy, sports, and entertainment, the art world, and how we engage with one another. Right? Oh, Solo, you going off of what celebrities say. You always said don't do that. Oh, Michael.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Listen, when somebody's right, they are right. When somebody is right, they are right. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's a reason why the Staples Center is now called Crypto.com. Okay? Now, guys, I want you to pay attention. For those who, how many of you guys like Super Bowl? How many of you guys are going to be watching the Super Bowl this year? Let me know. How many of you guys are going to be watching the Super Bowl? Okay, guys. So FTX, which is an exchange, right? One of the top 5 exchanges in the crypto space, they're going to be coming out with a Super Bowl commercial this year, right? Oh, I'm not registering to the website. And there's another company that'll be coming out with a Super Bowl commercial. I believe it's crypto.com. I could be wrong, but there's another company. What does this mean? It means that mass adoption is inevitable. Yes, I'm using Thanos verbiage. Facts. I always say that mass for crypto hasn't hit a critical mass yet. You guys will know crypto will hit a critical mass when you go to your grocery store, your local grocery store, and they say, we now accept Bitcoin or XLM or Shiba Inu. Then you'll know that crypto has hit critical mass, right? So I want people to understand that these athletes, they may have good people around them to tell them to invest in crypto or deal with these crypto companies, because these Bitcoin exchange ATMs are popping up everywhere. This is a Bitcoin exchange in the middle of the beach in San Diego, right? This right here is a Bitcoin ATM in my neighborhood at a local gas station, not even 10 miles away where I live, right? I was shocked to see it. So, guys, the future is right now. It's right now, okay? And so I want people to be aware that there's a lot of people that when you see your celebrities talking about crypto and this and that, whether they believe in it or not, whoever's advising them believes in it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know Aaron Rodgers right now, and what's his name? Odell Beckham. They took part of their paychecks in Bitcoin. But you know what? If they hodl, if they didn't sell, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. David Jedi says, I'll be watching. KC wins another SB, I think. KC and Rams in the Super Bowl. You know what? I think I think, are the 49ers in it? Or is it KC against the Rams? Who's in the Super Bowl, guys? See, I don't even know who's in I don't even know who's in the Super Bowl this year, man. I don't even know, man. Oh, man. Let me read some more comments. Boston Data says, yeah, it's Rick Perez. LOL. I still watch here and there, but I'm not a diehard fan anymore. Oh, he's talking about football. Okay. Perez says, I have a Bitcoin ATM across the street. Facts. It's the game before the Super Bowl. You know what? I think the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Just go watch the Gematria videos. I've gotten into those recently. The Super Bowl is on the 4th. It starts at 9 p.m. That's 4 and 9. And then the kickoff will be held at 4:45. That's 5 plus 4. That's 4 and 9. I love my Gematria, guys. Yo, listen. I believe in numerology, right? I believe that numbers mean things, because if you think about it, scientifically, it's been proven that the universe runs on numbers, right? And if you look at the Bible, for those who believe in the Bible, right, which I do, there's a biblical book called Numbers, right? I think God talks in numbers. I really believe that. For you guys who understand numbers or good at math, man, salute to you guys, man. Salute to you guys. I know, look at Perez. What about 2022 at 2:22 a.m. and 2:22 p.m.? I know, man. I know. Right now it's 11:47. You know, bro, I remember I was hanging out with the girl, right? Not too long ago. And then she looked at her phone. She's like, it's 11:11. I'm like, all right, shorty, you good. You good. It's 11:11. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, all jokes aside, guys, I know right now it's the market is looking rough, guys. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I want you guys to know that, you know what? Better days are ahead. I think February is going to be rough. I think February is going to be rough. but better days are ahead, you know? And so guys, just know that, guys, I'm going through the journey with you. You know what I'm saying? You guys are not alone in this. I'm going through the journey with you guys. You know what I mean? And I want you guys to understand that whatever happens, listen, guys, I was there during the bear market in 2018 and 2019. I was in crypto in March 2020. I saw Ethereum go to literally $300 and Bitcoin go to like $4,000. And guess what, guys? I'm still here. I am still here, guys. Okay. So for you new people that are coming in now, this is nothing. For you people who've been in crypto a year or less, this is nothing. This is a cakewalk. If you were here in March 2020, when Bitcoin went down to 4,000 from like 10,000 or whatever it was, this is nothing. If you were here during 2017, when you saw Bitcoin hit 20,000, and then in 2019 it went to 5,000, this is nothing. Okay, guys? For it to go from 69 to 37, we are doing great. And I think sometimes people forget that. And I'm not trying to be dismissive to people who got in at 50,000 or 60,000. I'm not trying to be dismissive. But I'm just letting you guys know that talk to somebody who's been around a while. Can you imagine being in Bitcoin when it was like 1,500 and then it went all the way down to like 300 or something like that back in 2013 or 2014 or 2015, I believe? Hold on, we got the charts. Let's pull it up. Hold up. Is it on this chart? Oh no, this is the percentage chart. So guys, I'm gonna leave you with this. This is Squid Games in real life, guys. It's us against them. Who is them? The Putins, the Feds, CCP, the haters. I deal with them all the time in the comment section. Taxes, IRS, the whales. And we're the hodlers on the other side. This is a battle, guys. We're talking about abundance. They know what's about to happen. And if you've been in the market long enough and you see where everything is going, not just with inflation, not just with the stock market, but also with technology and how blockchain is going to influence that, how cryptocurrency is going to influence that, guys, we are early. They want you to let go. They want you to you know, fall through the rope so that way you fall down. We're not falling down, guys. We are hodling. We're strong with it. This is Squid Games in real life, bro. Facts. Shout out to Harold Jackson. He says, Crow, I yield farm on crypto wallet next October 2022, I believe. That would hit $10 or $15. Check out the history of Binance and other exchanges. Brother, I think Crow will do very well. 10 or 15 bucks. I got Crow. I made a video about the crypto.com dummy wallet I got. It's not looking too hot, guys. Okay. The dummy wallet's not looking too hot, right? It ain't looking too hot. Hold on. Let me take a look at the dummy wallet. So for those who don't know, I did a dummy wallet on crypto.com as an experiment. I just put like $100 in. And I did it because a friend asked me, like, hey, do you think that if you hodl long enough, you could turn 100 into 10,000? And I said, sure, but you know, you might have to give me a few years. And he's like, sure, let's run it back. But the dummy wallet, guys, last time I checked, it lost like almost 50% of the value, guys. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can take a look at the dummy wallet right now. Where is it at right now? Because the dummy wallet, it's got Crow in the dummy wallet, but man. And yeah, crypto.com got hacked too, guys. Luckily, I didn't get hacked. And I hope you guys didn't get hacked either. Okay, guys, so the dummy wallet is down 35%, guys, from the time that I made the video. But we're still up at 3x. right? I put $100 in it. It's at $299.99, $299.98 now. Excuse me, it just refreshed. Okay. Anyway, guys, with that being said, make sure to follow me on Patreon. Like I said, I got the exclusive full interview with Rob, Digital Asset News. Also, my podcast from 304s to Crypto is on Patreon as well. My mid-month reports are up there as well. All types of good stuff, guys, okay? Just make sure to check out the Patreon. You won't be disappointed. Also, for those who want to learn more about cryptocurrency, the Trendsetter cryptocurrency course is now for $99. It'll give you a beginner's guide to crypto, the history of crypto, over 21 videos, over 8 hours long, how to buy crypto, the exchanges to use, how to exchange crypto, interview with my millionaire mentor, along with a 25-year-old millionaire. This course gets updated all the time. I recently added the how to set limit orders on Coinbase Pro, and also I'll be adding how to set limit orders on KuCoin as well, okay? So yeah, guys, a lot of stuff coming down. I've got a lot of PowerPoints that I'll be working on. And with that being said, guys, man, I almost went for 2 hours. God bless you guys. Keep your head high, guys. Remember, guys, diamond hands, man. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the world. And I'm out. Peace.